Hey guys, it's me, Paul, again, for a Common Touch of Fantasy. This video will be a November wrap-up and a December to be read. These are the books that I read in November and the books that I am planning on and want to read during December. The first book in November that I read was The Name of the Wind. I started this late October, like 26th of October, and I finished it on the 6th of November. I wanted to finish it on the 5th because it's my birthday, and I wanted to finish it on my birthday, so I always have the memory of finishing it on my birthday, but I ended up having to finish it on the 6th, but not a big deal. I reviewed this, like all the other books that I read this month. I gave this a 5 out of 5. It's a great book. Quoth is one of the most engaging protagonists in fantasy, and the university is amazing. It's like Oxford, only for this fantasy world that Rothfuss created. Highly recommend this book. If you haven't read it, read it. Everyone loves it. You'll love it as well. Second book that I read for this month was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This was the start of my one classic literature book a month. I like this book a lot. I give it a 4 out of 5. Jane Austen was way ahead of her time as a writer. Best female writer to have ever written, in my opinion. I hope to read more of her work, and hope to reread this sometime in the future. Because the first read through, I don't think I got all the subtleties of this book, and I think a reread would really help me out. So in a couple years, I'll probably reread this. The third book I read for November was The Martian by Andy Weir. I enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5. This is about a guy that's stuck on Mars and has to survive. I loved the humor and the wit in this book, and I loved the things that he thought up to get him out of bad circumstances. I highly recommend this book to anyone that likes space exploration or suspense, where people have to figure out how to survive in a hostile environment. The fourth book I read was The Goblin Emperor by Katherine Addison. This was our Fantasy's book of the month. I gave this a book 3 out of 5. With this one here, it was well written, and I loved the main character, and some of the side characters were good too, but I felt that Katherine Addison didn't focus enough on the plot, and for a political intrigue book, it's not very surprising. There's no twist, and I was looking for some type of twist. There's hardly no action, and I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's well written, and I'll check out her other work, but this one fell short some. And then the last book that I was reading this month, and I'm going to be reading beginning of next month, is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is book number 2 of the Kingkiller Chronicles. I am currently about almost 40% of the way through. See? So far, this is just as good as the first, if not better. I love the interpersonal relationships between Quoth and his friends, especially Simeon and Wilhelm. Those 3 friends are making this book amazing. And then right now I'm at the point where Quoth left the university, so it changed a lot, and we're going to see what happens. I'm excited about it. So in December, I'm going to be finishing this up. This is 1,000 pages, so I'm going to be working on this the first week of November. Or, I'm sorry, the first week of December. What else I want to read this month, coming up in December, is Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. This is my literary book of the month, classic book of the month, I guess. I read this when I was a teenager. I enjoyed it when I was a teenager. I don't remember a lot. I know there's a lady named Miss Havisham, and there's Pip, and there's a girl, and it's Miss Havisham's granddaughter, and Pip loves her. And then there's something to do with a tavern or something, I don't know. But revisiting this, and I hope to enjoy it. I also am going to tackle Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I got this from the book club that I'm in, paperback swap. I've been wanting to read it for a while. December seems like a good month to read this book, so I decided, hey, let's do this. I'm looking forward to this. I heard that this was hilarious and just a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really in the mood of a really funny book. Alright? The next book I'm going to read during December is Patrick Rothfuss, The Slow Regard of Silent Things. This copy is signed. This is a novella that focuses on Ari, and since I'm finishing up this King Killer Chronicles stuff, I'm going to want to finish it up with this one here. And I wait for book 3, hopefully next year, I'm sorry. And then our fantasy, pretty sure Tigana is going to win by Guy Gavriel Kay. I'm looking forward to this. Guy Gavriel Kay is considered to be a literary fantasy writer, where he puts more style and more substance in his book, but I'm unsure if the actual fantasy elements is going to be that great. I've never read a book by him. I got this one off paperback swap. It's hardback, great condition, very happy about it, and I hope to love it. I probably will like it a lot. So that's my to be read for December. If I read all those, I'm going to try The Wind Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. This would be my first Murakami book. If I have time during December, I'm going to start this, but I might push this one back to January. Alright? So that was my November reads and my December to be read. And my favorite book of November was The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And more than likely my favorite book for December is going to be The Wise Man's Fear, but hey, those other books might challenge that. So, alright, thank you for watching. Check out commontouchoffantasy.com. Go to the link for the Facebook page, and you can add me on Friends on Goodreads if you want. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.